2.5 and streaming all over the world at rebelradio.com. We are now joined live by my good friend Jeff Fabb. He is in Black Label Society, and you have your own band too, which is cool because you could write and put out whatever you want. There's no one's pushing you to say, hey, you gotta get this done by a certain day, right?
Yeah, and I'm rolling in the pennies. I'm rolling the pennies right in.
13 cents right in.
I almost got enough for a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Jeff, first I want to say I almost said effing show. Great effing show. Last week, Black Label Society at Milwaukee Metal Fest. I was there. The first 3 songs, I was in the pit taking pictures and videos. And then afterwards, I watched the whole set. Unbelievable set. Great room there at Eagles Club in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you guys headlined day 2 of Milwaukee Metal Fest. What a great job. Great show. Thank you for the great music.
They should call it walking up the stairs.
Yes. I told you out there, I told a lot of our people, I'm not tired from seeing 80 bands. I'm tired from walking up those big stairs there. And I did it before. Even, I used to have a booth at Milwaukee Metal Fest in 1996, 95, 98. And the same thing. Going down the stairs, coming back up, once, twice, 3 times, 10 times, no problem. I lost track, 70, 60, because all the headliner bands like you guys are playing upstairs, and I'm downstairs, I have a booth downstairs selling Rebel Radio t-shirts and whatnot. So I had to go upstairs, back and forth. So the only reason I'm tired from that fest was from that. With the bands.
Buns of steel you got.
Yeah, but it's a good workout. In high school, I played baseball at Taft High School in Chicago. That's where they made the movie Grease from, but it was filmed in L.A. So the coach would make us run up and down the stairs like crazy. Back then, no problem. I was, but now it's a little different.
It's a little more tiring now.
Yeah, a little tiring now. But you did great job on drums. I'm a drummer for 40 plus years. I lost track. Man, when I was 3 years old, my grandma bought me a drum. I played the hell out of it. I broke the head and then stopped playing. But that's what I think made me want to go play drums later on when I, finally got some money to get a drum set. But how did you start drumming?
Actually, my friends had drums. And
Your friends had drums?
Yeah, so I'd go over their house and I would sit on their drums all the time, And finally, I just got a kid. I was playing on all kinds of broken stuff. I think they gave me like a broken cymbal. And
That's
I
right.
had like one of those child bass drums with the paper heads.
Oh, man.
It had like a hole in it and shit, you know what I mean? So I had that kind of stuff for a while, and then finally my mom was like, all right, we'll get you a drum.
She saw you were playing, and now my mom is right about everything, every girlfriend, everything. But the one thing she was wrong about was when she helped me get my first drum set, and she goes, you're going to play for a month, and it's going to be in a closet. That's the only thing she was ever wrong about my whole life.
Yeah.
So your mom, they saw you playing and they knew you were into it, and they got you a drum set at what age?
I was 12.
12.
I was 12 when I got my drum set, but I was banging around on stuff before that.
And your friends out now, they probably don't even play drums anymore.
No, they don't even play.
They don't even play.
They didn't even really play when they had them, So that's why I would go over their house. I'd sit there and I'd be playing them all night,
Now, how did you know to do a beat, do a roll, come back in? How did you figure it out? Just by playing?
Playing the songs.
You played songs to it. What songs were you playing? Was it Black Sabbath? Was it
Yeah, I think maybe like Iron Man was one of the first songs.
I learned that one of the first ones too, yeah.
Because all my friends that played guitar, that was the first riff they learned.
Yeah.
and so it was a lot of Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Metallica, all that.
Very cool. So you're self-taught? Did you ever take lessons later or no?
I did. I took lessons, but it was funny because my teacher, Mark LaRosa, he's a guitar teacher.
Oh.
Really? He plays drums a little bit. He knows how to write out drum music and stuff, but he was a guitar teacher. But so he would come over and he would jam with me, which I loved.
That's cool.
It was so great because
that helped.
I never did that with anybody before, so it just got me to learn how to play with somebody.
Wow.
So that was kind of like and then after him, I took some lessons from some other guys that were just that were drummers, but that was my first introduction to lessons.
So you're by your friend's house, you're playing drums, and their parents are probably going, "Man, we bought these for this guy. Why is this guy playing all the time?" But that's how it goes. But my mom, she's right on other stuff,
Oh yeah.
But that one time, I've been playing drums ever since. I'm in 10 bands. I'm nuts. I don't know how you remember the songs, but that's the way it goes. You're in Black Label Society, number 1, and then Jeff Fabb. Any other bands trying to get you to play?
Well, I've been touring. I just did a tour with Zach Sabbath. And
yeah.
And then I did a tour with Vinnie Moore, which is really cool.
Cool. Now, I saw Zach Sabbath like 2 years ago, but you weren't there though.
No.
Yeah.
I was filling in for Joe.
Yeah. Awesome.
I was on these last shows. I was filling in for Joe.
Cool. So
I've been like a fill-in and then a multi-instrument soloist guy, I guess.
So Zach Sabbath, are you gonna play again, or it depends on Joe?
It all depends on Joe.
Okay. So if
I'm his fill-in, I guess.
if he's not able to, but that's a great. I love that. That's awesome, right?
I love it. I love this. I love Black Sabbath. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah. Zach Sabbath, great stuff, and
Bill Ward, dude.
yeah.
Bill Ward, man.
Oh yeah, that's my inspiration when I started. Everyone says John Bonham, Neil Peart. Me, it was Bill Ward.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Well, I love Bonham too, but yes, Bill Ward he was just the best, dude.
I'm in a Sabbath band called Heaven and Hell, Chicago. We've been playing for 19 years. It'll be 20 years next year. We played Summerfest 7 times, House of Blues in Chicago, all over the place, and always good crowds. So it's I love playing Black Sabbath. So you got to be ecstatic to play Zach Sabbath too.
Songs are great. They're timeless.
And of course, you're the first call from Zach, right? Joe, you can't play this tour? Hang on. Right? He calls you first. That's cool.
Yeah, I think, I guess he feels bad for me, so he called me.
So what a great show. How do you guys I asked this question to Zach. I'm going to ask you this question. How do you guys put together a set list? You got so many great songs to choose from Black Label Society for the last show. How do you pick a set list for Milwaukee Metal Fest?
I think it was just kind of like trying to think about what everybody wanted to hear.
Okay.
And then kind of throw in some new stuff here and there if you can. A lot of the times people want to hear what they want to hear.
Yes. But you want to push the new stuff too. I mean, when you're in a band, you want to push your new stuff. These people are, I want to hear some old stuff. No, dude, that's why they're on tour. They're pushing the new stuff too. So you got to, this will be your favorite.
You can't put so much new stuff.
Just a couple.
You know how it is. You
sprinkle it in.
Or something.
Yes, sprinkle it in.
I want to hear the hits. Dude,
Yeah, that's true. So, but you open with Lord Humongous. What a great opening, kicked in. The video is crazy. I mean, you're on a tricycle, riding a tricycle. That's what a cool video. Now you're playing drums in a big. What is it? What would you call that suit?
That was called a fat suit.
Fat suit. That's what I was gonna say. I don't want to offend anybody.
It's got air in it.
Yeah.
So it was straight comedy the entire time.
Was it hard to play in it?
Oh
Yeah. And we're sweating as is.
That was going to be our new shtick. Like we were going to wear that now, but I guess we didn't do it.
Zach goes, wait a minute. This is I'm already sweating like crazy. Now add a fat suit. We got to really be sweating on stage and under the hot lights.
That could have maybe been our new thing.
I like it better without it. You can move around better. And drumming, you got to be like trying to play drums on that thing.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I guess it was kind of like having an air suit on. So it was like it was.
And in the video, I was telling you, you're on these little tricycles, all four of you guys, on the tricycles, riding.
He was going the wrong direction. I had to pull him with me. You see that part?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now, whose idea was that video? Was it Zach or was it the director?
Oh, it was Zach.
Zach, okay. Had to be right.
Yeah.
Cool. So I asked Zach the question 3 weeks ago. We interviewed Zach for Milwaukee Metal Fest, but you played with him. And I go, how do you make a set list? Well, Scott, we, get Stairway to Heaven. And we played, and he picked another long song, and we played those 2 songs. And by the time we're done with those 2 songs, the set's over. That's what his answer was. So your answer was
after about 2 guitar solos, it's over.
Yeah. Now when he's out in the crowd, and I saw him at all over doing this. He gets this long chord, or whatever, goes in the crowd. Is it sometimes the chord, sometimes I saw him on a wireless, but you hear him fine though, right? He's coming through your monitors fine.
Yeah, because I have ears in.
You got ear monitors.
I have ear monitors.
Do you recommend those for other bands? Oh yeah.
Like for instance, in that room, it was so boomy in there.
It was boomy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like it was just like if I didn't have ears in, it would have been like, what is going on?
Oh wow. Okay, that's good to know. Because
like for me, it's like those situations where they're the best.
Okay, awesome. So great show. The crowd stayed to the end.
Like sometimes I like hearing the room though. Like I like
Me too.
The air. So I'll take one out. You know what I mean? And just but like in there, it was like I need these.
You need to, okay, so it's good to have, definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. So great show, Milwaukee Metal Fest. It was May 17th. Not long ago at all. So did Black Label do a few shows or just that one show?
We have that, and then we got some stuff coming up in the new year.
Okay.
I
But
think
that,
there's gonna be a Berserkers sometime. I'm not exactly sure when it's gonna be, but
when you called last time, you brought up Berserker Fest. How was that? How was that?
oh man, it was insane. It was really great. It was packed too. I couldn't. It was really packed, and it was all the bands were great. A lot of people showed up. The vendors were cool. They had a car show. It was awesome.
So there's probably be a Berserkers 2 coming up.
I think so.
Oh,
I don't
cool.
know exactly when, but
Nothing yet.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm hearing that there is.
We could talk about Black Label Society all day long, but we just had Zach on a few weeks ago, and now I want to talk about your new stuff, Jeff Fabb. And you got new songs. We're going to play a new song called Into Thin Air. That's brand new, right?
Yeah.
How about the song Love and War? Is that brand new?
It's pretty new. It's been out for about a year, I think, but it actually won 2024 Metal Hammer's Metal Songs of 2024.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's on there. I came in second. So the top three people they get on the.
So what was the category? Metal Hammers.
Best metal songs of 2024.
That's amazing.
There's many on there. I am one. I was fortunate enough to get on there, so it was cool.
That's very cool.
Love and War got on that, and then we got Into Thin Air just came out, and both of these tunes I did with my buddy that I was in This Moment with, Blake. I think we talked about him.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, so he'll take all my guitar parts and replay them and come up with his own thing and mix it and everything. That's his engineering and his mixing and stuff.
When you play with In This Moment, we mentioned this last time probably. You were. I went to a show In This Moment at the Allstate Arena. It used to be called Rosemont Horizon, Allstate Arena, and In This Moment was playing, and I went on the bus. I don't know. I forgot how it even happened. I went on the bus, was saying hi to everybody. You were probably on it, right? I mean, it was a 18.
I was out of the band in 2011.
It was a long time ago, man. I can't remember the exact year.
It might have been. Yeah, but I mean, like we're all friends and we talk all the time.
Cool.
But,
awesome.
Yeah, but I ended up going from there and I played with Filter.
Filter, yes, yep.
And then I went from Filter to Black Label.
Now, Filter, where are they based out of?
They're based out of L.A., but he's from Chicago.
From Chicago, that's what I thought. Okay, I don't want to get mixed up and say the wrong thing.
Yeah, well, he was in Nine Inch Nails.
Yes. Yes. So you're from Chicago, but you went to L.A. That's how you. So you went from In This Moment to Filter to Black Label Society, and you're doing your own stuff too. So you're busy as hell, right?
Yeah. Well, we had a little time off these past few years.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, we've been. We were going for pretty strong there.
Oh, you were definitely. And then Zach's doing Pantera, and he's also, now July 5th, the Ozzy show coming up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be there, right?
Oh,
no.
I'm not gonna be.
Damn. I was hoping Black Label played there.
They didn't want us. They said.
Well, they got a million bands, right? They got Slayer, they got Ozzy, they got Black Sabbath.
I wish we were. I love Ozzy. He was a huge part of my childhood.
But Zach will be there playing some Ozzy songs, right? Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Tell him to put you on his guest list.
I know. I'd like to just go to watch.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing, right? What a show that's going to be. July 5th.
It's Ozzy, man.
It's Ozzy. They're saying it's his last show, and it might be because when has he played since in the last 5 years? He canceled a couple tours that didn't happen. So I'd say call Zach and say put it on the list. Say I need Scott Davidson as my +1 too.
All right.
But now playing songs with Black Label Society and playing song with your own band is totally different because you are writing the songs as well. Writing the songs on guitar and everything too, right? Everything.
Yeah, piano and guitar.
Piano, guitar, drums, bass. Do you play bass too?
Yeah, I play everything on there.
So all these songs we're about to play is all you, nobody else playing?
Yeah, well, what happens is Blake will then, on these songs, he'll play the guitar. He'll take what I played and then make it better. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So Blake Bunzel is on the guitar.
That's cool. All right, so but before though, that's amazing. You're singing, you're playing guitar, you're playing bass, you're playing drums. Man, that's I mean, you're a great drummer, but I didn't know you're that great at guitar. You play guitar. I mean, that's awesome, man. How'd you?
You know how it is. You just keep
dive
doing
in.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what it is too. The more you record yourself, the better you get.
Yes. Do you have your own studio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you don't even really need that much stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like you can do it on a little laptop and a little interface, and you know, I mean, a lot of the time too, if you don't have a lot of mics for your acoustic drums, like you just got,
Yeah.
you can get an electronic kit and sample a library of drums from your hard drive.
Yes.
And have like any kit you want.
Now, when you record acoustic or electric? For Jeff Fabb.
Sometimes both.
Oh, both. Okay.
Sometimes it all depends, you know, like what I'm doing.
Why would you pick a certain song to do electric instead of acoustic? Is it for that song?
Maybe because of when I was writing it, I just started on something else.
Cool.
But,
And then,
but a lot of the time I will just use MIDI, because then like I'll let Blake pick drum kits that he thinks sounds good for the song. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. How many drum kits do you own?
Not that many anymore. I still own all the ones I grew up with, like my Ludwigs, and I saved those, but I only have maybe like I have like 5 kits maybe.
Cool. Okay.
I should have more, but coming up through the years,
Maintenance, space.
I had nowhere. I was living in a van. I had nowhere to put anything.
Yeah, where you put your 5 drum sets, right? I mean, even 5 drum sets is tough to put around.
Yeah, I had to eat too.
You need storage units and stuff, so it adds up.
Yeah.
So you play drums first, and then you pick up guitar second?
Yeah, I picked up guitar through the years. You know, I always knew a little bit of stuff, but when COVID hit, like I was telling you this,
yes,
I really practiced a bunch, and I was JD. When I got in the band, honestly, with Black Label, I started just taking lessons from everybody in that band, because
including Zach, right?
All my brothers are the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I just learned from them. In piano too, like piano, I learned all from JD and Zach and stuff. So, you know,
what is the hardest?
Mario,
since you play them all, what is the hardest one to play? Drum probably came easy for you. What is the hardest? Is piano the hardest?
I guess it all depends
on what you're playing.
Some people will say piano is easier because chord shapes are harder on guitar.
Oh.
But I was so kind of used to that already that like guitar might have been a little easier than piano. But now it's kind of all becoming cohesive.
It could also depend on what kind of music you're playing. If you're playing pop music, it's simple on piano maybe. But if you're playing like Dream Theater or something, complicated, that's true too. So,
yeah,
awesome. Now, how many guitars you got?
I have what do I got? I got 1, 2, 3. I got probably 5, 6 guitars.
Okay. So you got more guitars than drums, maybe.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you have 5 drums and 6 guitars, maybe.
Yeah.
But drums take up a lot of space. Guitar, you can shove in a closet and put 10 guitars in a closet. It's a different story.
Yeah, they're nice and compact.
So at your studio, you probably have keyboards. You got drums, of course. You got guitars, amps, basses. What else you got?
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
You
got it all covered.
I got everything. I got all the ingredients.
How can our listeners pick up your music? Is it they got to buy it online? They buy it at a music store?
They can go right to the YouTube channel, man.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah, they can go listen to it on my YouTube channel.
Buy one. Go to YouTube first, and if you love it like I do, then go buy it, purchase it.
Yeah.
Buy a digital download. Buy a CD. Is there vinyl for any of these?
You know what? There's no physical copies. I'm going to do it, though, because everybody's always like, hey, man, I like the physical copy. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I do. I mean, I like seeing the words in there. I like seeing pictures. So I like the physical copy. But you're right, though. The younger generation likes the digital download.
Yeah, but I like physical copies, too. I'm going to do it at some point. I just keep putting out the song. When I have some time, I just keep putting the songs out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them all together at some point and put them on something. Yeah.
Now, can you play a live show? You got to get our musicians, of course, to play a live show.
Well, I got the bass here, and then the guitar here.
And the bass drums.
And then I got the bass drum going.
You could probably do that.
I'm practicing,
you could do it, but I don't think you do these the songs you wrote, though.
I'm almost ready for Venice Beach. I'll be on Venice
You could do Iron Man. It's the beginning of Iron Man, at least.
Totally.
Awesome. We're talking to Jeff Fabb right here from Black Label Society, his own solo stuff. Pick it up. Are you selling songs individually right now on digital downloads, or is it?
Everything's on iTunes and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But if they don't have to do that, they could just go to the YouTube channel and watch all the stuff on the YouTube channel. I make all the videos too, so
Very cool.
Check it out.
Awesome. It's Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5, streaming all over the world at rebelradio.com. We were there for Milwaukee Metal Fest with Jeff on Saturday night. How long did you stay? Did you stay that one day and take off, or?
No, we actually got there on Tuesday
Friday.
night.
Oh, Tuesday night. Oh, man.
Yeah, so I was there like all week. It was actually kind of cool because I got to see some places in Milwaukee I never really got to see before, so it was actually kind of
That was cool. You're not rushing to get there, and so you're there. So Friday, did you hang out at the fest Friday night then?
Yeah, we went Friday night a little bit, watched Down. And then,
Yeah. Oh man, that was cool, right?
Amazing. And then said hello to everybody. It was nice.
I think that'd be a great tour. Down and Black Label Society.
We did that back in 2014.
I think I'd like a whole tour.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I would like to do it again, man. It was awesome.
You should do it again because both those bands.
Because we were coming out, we were doing Unbroken, and then Phil was coming out and singing it with us.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, I actually posted it in my story. Somebody actually had it today.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I want to see that. I know you did play before, but I know you guys did that song.
Yeah, it was cool. And then when we did Texas, Rex came, and so he came.
He played.
Out. Yeah, well, I was sitting there, playing. I'm like, this is insane.
This is amazing. Yeah. I actually played drums with Pantera at a bar in Palatine called Chances Are. I told the owner to book them. The owner had no idea who they were. It was Cowboy from Hell was just coming out. Maybe I got just came out like in that month, and so afterwards I played drums with Dimebag and Rex, but not Phil. The singer from my band Stonehenge sang. Zach played in a band called Stonehenge too, by the way, and he sang. We did Sin City by AC/DC, who I just saw last Saturday at Soldier Field. And we did like an improv. They were super cool. They were just great guys to hang out with, drinking beers, and yeah, they always they never changed. They always when they came back, they remember me every time. So it's always cool.
Cool people, man. Cool
Really,
people.
definitely great people. It's Rebel Radio. We're talking to Jeff, and we're gonna play two songs. One brand new, like 2 weeks old, I believe.
Yeah, it just came out.
Just came out 2 weeks ago. How do you release a song? You put it on YouTube. You put it on
I put it on all the platforms.
all the platforms.
On all the platforms, and then but like I just let everybody go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's just, the videos are there. It's cool,
So you probably make more money on getting spins on YouTube than you do just the record sales.
I think I'm up to 15 cents.
On YouTube.
I made about 15 cents.
15 cents
Yeah.
YouTube, 13 cents record sales.
Yeah, pretty soon I'll be able to buy a Happy Meal, I think.
I think so. Well, actually, McDonald's went up.
I'm excited.
McDonald's used to be 65 cents for a Big Mac. Now it's like $6.99 probably.
I know. I got some more songs. People got to go to that YouTube channel.
Yes, I will go there for sure and subscribe to it, follow it. And you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram. What else do they follow you at?
All of that. I'm on all basically Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. The songs are all on Spotify and all that, all the platforms. And then that's pretty much it. And I got another song coming out in June 13th.
June 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yes.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
So one song single, and you could buy it on all the platforms. Was that 99 cents or something? That's crazy.
Yeah, something like that. And again, if you don't want to do that, just go to the
YouTube.
man.
Yeah, and if you want to be safe, make sure you're like I would go and buy it, but if you want to be safe, just go to YouTube first and then buy it if you like it. Right?
Yeah, if you like it, buy it, and then at some point, I definitely will have something physical for everybody because they like it. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. And I mentioned a live show. If you had to get other players, you would get the guy who played on it, right? From
Get Blake if he
Blake.
could.
Yeah. If he's not on tour, that's the problem now. You got to see who's on tour, who's not on tour. Or do you plan it 2 years in advance? And if you plan 2 years in advance, Zach comes and says, "Hey, we got a Black Label tour coming up. You got to do that, right?" So it's really hard. It's hard to do. It's easy to put the music out, but it's hard to follow with the touring.
It is, and it's expensive too, man. It's
Oh, yeah.
expensive to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
diesel gas going up for the buses and stuff. Yeah, it's expensive.
it's crazy.
But is that a possibility down the line?
It would definitely be a possibility. I'm just like you said. I'm trying to do this in between of, touring. You know what I mean? So like, this is the only thing I can really fit in right at this time.
But if you do that, are you like a baseball player? Like one guy might play every position in the whole show. Do you play drums for a song? Do you sing for? I mean, you can play drums and sing.
I can play drums and sing the best.
Oh, really?
To be totally honest with you, I can.
That's
do that
hard.
Way better.
That's
than I
hard.
can-
It's
than I can play.
it might be easy to sing backup vocals, maybe, but you're doing lead vocals, so
No, I can,
you're
I can-
you're the
I can-
focus.
I can.
It's Rebel Radio. We just unfortunately we're going to set up another interview here with with Jeff. I couldn't find my laptop here, so we're going to schedule one right now. We're going to play his song right now for you on Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5. We'll try and get him back here on Rebel Radio. Let's see, 540. Let's see. Let's schedule an interview with Jeff Fabb here. Jeff. It's Rebel Radio. And, you know, I paid extra for my Zoom to get longer interviews, but I think that must have, or I didn't pay. I got a free trial, and it must have ended up. So we're going to try and get Jeff on right here, Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5, and streaming at rebelradio.com. We're trying to get this interview set up here, and we'll get this working here. In the meantime, we're going to play a song here, though. But this song here, I want to have Jeff talk about it, the video and stuff. So we're going to do that second. We're going to play Love and War first. It's called Jeff Fabb, Love and War, right here on Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5, streaming at rebelradio.com. Love and War is a song we're going to play. And he owns this, so Zuckerberg, do not take this video down on Facebook. We're back. You know what? I got an extra, I was just saying on radio here. We got Jeff back, sorry. I did an extra thing on Zoom, like a free month. Wow, this is awesome because interviews go long and keep going. But it must have ended like yesterday or today or something. I didn't know about it. So
I didn't know it either. It kicked me off.
It kicked me off too. So I'm going to pay. Honestly, I don't like paying for extra stuff. I'm going to pay for Zoom the extra because for interviews like this. But you were smart.
I'm sorry, man. I was like,
oh, shit. This is great. You called me on FaceTime?
Yeah.
Awesome. Smart thinking.
FaceTime you through your email. I was like, cool.
Smart thinking. Great job. So we're about to play the song, but so we're still going. We were just talking about what you playing drums and singing if you play live, but you have you got to get a bass player. You got to get 2 guitar players or 1 guitar player.
I could do it with 1.
1, okay. It's like Black Label 4-piece. But would you come out front though and play and sing like out front and maybe have someone else play drums for a song or no?
I mean, if I could, but I definitely can play
and sing.
I can do that. I can do that better than I could do anything else and play and sing.
So let's look at history here. You got Raven, they singing, the drummer sings and plays live, I think it is. No, it was Raven. Yeah. Okay, you got Triumph.
Yep.
Rick Emmett. No, Rick Emmett's the guitar player. The drummer, what's his name? I don't remember either. Damn. But Triumph, he sang lead vocals and played drums. And another guy sang too, but he was mainly vocals. Barry Stern, my friend from E-Trope, played as a band, like a band they call it street metal. And it's from Chicago. He played drums. He ended up going to Trouble after E-Trope, and unfortunately he passed away. But he played drums and sing lead vocals too, and they had some complicated songs. But after that, and now we got you. That's 4. I know there's more, but there's not a lot of lead vocalists playing drums out there.
No, there isn't.
No, and it
would be cool. I think it would be cool.
I think it is, but I think it's hard because you're playing drums. You're like all over the place, and you can't, But would you wear a headset or would you do a microphone? No headset, microphone. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay in your seat, in the microphone when you're singing,
yeah,
which you're used to.
Actually, it probably would be easier with a headset.
It probably would be, but you don't like. I can tell you don't like the look, do you?
Well, I don't know. I like the mic.
Yeah. So you'd have to there's certain roles and stuff. As a drummer, you move around, but you gotta sing lead vocals and do certain roles and stuff. And I just think it's hard. I'm playing drums for 40 plus years. I'm not a lead singer at all. I do backup vocals, but singing leads for the whole set, I think would be hard, man. But you got it down.
You would be able to do it though after a while.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, because I got better at it just from doing cover songs with my buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And just singing and doing the cover songs, and then before you know it, you just do it. You're just doing it.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna try, but I'm not a lead singer anyways. But you are. But I just think it's hard to do as a drummer to be singing lead vocals. It's hard enough to just play drums and stay in the pocket. Don't go speed up. Don't slow down. So it's hard enough playing drums. Now you gotta do lead vocals. Adds a whole nother dimension.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, that would definitely be the easiest. Than playing guitar and singing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's different sitting down and tracking guitar than it is standing up and playing.
Yes. You had photographers at the Metal Fest show last week. I got a ton of pictures and videos too. I'm gonna try and send you to your email as well.
Stuff, dude.
Yeah, because I know I'd be stalking you soon. I got to get some pictures of Jeff. It wouldn't be cool if I didn't get any pictures of you. I mean, you got pictures, of course, but they're probably Zach's in 90% of them, like mine too, right? But
oh yeah. People like him more when he's in them, so I don't care.
That's all right. Dude, you're just glad to be there. I mean, Black Label Society, what a great band. We've been playing Rebel Radio since the first album, Sonic Brew, right? Sonic Brew.
Yeah.
We were playing that album. I mean, it was like coming out in 2 weeks, and Zach called. He called in, and he playing, he had a guitar in his hand, and it was like 11:30 at night too. But in California, probably like 9:30. But I was on the air like 11:30, and he was riffing on guitar. And then he wanted to do a contest. He goes, "I'm coming to Chicago, and I'm gonna give away tickets in a meet and greet. All you gotta do is drink your own piss." I might have said this last time. And I thought he was joking, but I think he was real. But we didn't do that contest. But probably get sued later. I don't know. Zach and I, we don't want to get sued later on when they, oh, I can't taste foods now or something. Who knows? But that was his idea. I mean, I never had that in an interview where someone said, "We're gonna have a contest. Just drink your own urine, and we'll give you free tickets."
Back in the day when you could have fun.
Yeah, back in the day we could say it. Today you can't say that,
Hell no.
So Zach did not say that. I don't know. Okay, so we're back to Jeff Fabb, and two songs. One's a year old, one's 2 weeks old. We're gonna play here on Rebel Radio coming up shortly, and I'm very excited. The video, you made the video too, right?
Yeah, I made the video.
You made the video. You're director, producer. You wrote the song. You wrote the song. Garbage Out.
Yeah, I made the bed, everything.
Wow. So nobody helped you at all?
No.
Yeah, that's. You made your own video, no help. So all the editing is you.
Yeah.
All the filming is you.
Yeah.
Oh man, can you hang out for a couple? While we watch, can we play a video while you watch it and hang out for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Let's play. Okay, we're gonna play the first song. All right, and you're gonna be a DJ. Have you ever been a DJ on the radio before?
No.
No. Have you ever been a DJ at a club, like playing songs or anything?
No.
No. So you're a virgin DJ.
I'm a virgin DJ.
Okay.
I'm up for it.
You're up for it. Okay, you're the DJ on Rebel Radio, and we're gonna debut this new song here on Rebel Radio. At least it's 2 weeks old. Is the song that we're playing right now, "Into Thin Air"? What's this about?
Well, it's about like loss, like loss, what kind of music you listen to,
Yes,
what I'm saying?
I was about to say that everyone goes through loss. So
Yeah.
okay, now you're the DJ, Rebel Radio, Jeff Fabb doing Morning Drive. Take it away. You're the DJ, you're to announce the song, okay?
All right. This
Yeah.
is Jeff Fabb, Black Label Society. This is my new single called "Into Thin Air" on Rebel Radio.
Hey, good job. You're hired.
All right.
All right, Zuckerberg, you can't take this down now because Jeff gives us permission here, right?
That's right.
Not everybody shows up. I like the vocals, man. It's like Johnny Depp. Is that you in the video? Oh, it's you. I thought it was you. It looks like Johnny Depp. I'm still talking to Jeff here. Watch this video on YouTube right now. Ready to go spin book. That's a fucking counter. Jeff right here at Rebel Radio played his new song, Into Thin Air. I love it. You're doing the lead too, right?
Blake.
Oh, Blake doing the lead, okay. And you're playing the rhythm. Rebel Radio, brand new music here, got turned down. Brand new music from Jeff Fabb, Into Thin Air, and we are live on Rebel Radio with Jeff here. Thank you so much for stick around. Man, dude, you were so cool, dude. Thank you. Thank you. And dude, the vocals sound amazing, the guitar, everything. What a great song and great video. How did you get the idea to do that video?
It was kind of like what I was singing about, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, it'd be cool to kind of do like a pirate looking like, you know, contemplating something, you know, maybe like he's missing his wife or something, or his loved one or something like that. And he's on this journey of like, and he's going through self-reflection and thinking. And that's kind of like what I just started going with.
Wow, looks totally pro. Great job, man.
Yeah.
I would say bands want to hire you to do videos now.
Hey, I'm for hire. So if you need,
how they get hold of you? How they get a hold of you? Just your email or Facebook Messenger or?
Well, I honestly, I'm kidding around.
Oh,
But like,
okay.
never know. You
Never know. Never know.
Go to the YouTube channel and watch the videos, man. Subscribe to the videos. It's cool. I have a good time making them. You know.
I have a real good tour idea. The first band, Jeff Fabb, and then either Black Label or Down, whoever they can switch off every night. That'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be a good tour. That'd really kick off the sales for you.
That would be good. I might be.
And you fit right in. You fit right in both bands. That song was great, man.
Cool, dude. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Man.
And honestly, you sent it to me earlier today. I wanted to buy it, but I had an interview with Chris Caffrey earlier, and that went along like this one. And then I also had to go look at a potential business opportunity. So I didn't have a chance. That's my first time seeing that.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that we got to watch it together.
Yes,
brother.
thank you. That's awesome, man. Great job, man. Everything from the drums, of course, but from the guitars to the bass to the mixing. You mixed it. You mastered it.
No, Blake mixed it, dude. He's the man.
Oh, he's the man. Okay, so Blake mixed it.
Yep.
But can you mix too? Yeah.
No, I can. I mean, I can record my parts well.
Yeah.
Now. But I don't know. I can mix it a little bit, but he's just on another level. You know,
Wow.
and he's got the gear. He's got the good gear.
The gear and the ear.
Yeah, he's got the gear and the ear.
The gear and the ear. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, great job. Sounds like a total $100,000 professional mix job. I mean, right? Like a Metallica. Sounds like sounds totally pro. Thank you. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So much.
Man.
Okay. Cool.
The best.
Got to make sure. Got to make sure I do a good job.
Great job, brother.
Thank you so much. I had a great time at Milwaukee Metal Fest and the Black Label Society in that big room. Boom, a lot of boom going on. But man, I was right in the front row getting I love it. I love the crunchy guitars, the bass drums, in my face. So I had a blast. Just filming 3 songs, but it was great.
Sweet, buddy. Sweet.
All right, so we're going to play another song, and you're going to be a DJ, because you did so good the first time.
All right, here we go.
You're going to DJ again. No, hang on a second. Usually I say when you do a good job, you're hired. You start next Monday for a morning drive.
All right, sounds good.
What's funny is you could be wherever you're living. You could do it from your house and go on live and be a DJ now nowadays.
I know. Right?
We got one guy who's on here, Kevin he lives in New Jersey, and he's playing and he goes on in the morning and he goes on in the morning. I'm sleeping, I can't get up early. I'm sleeping. He's on in the morning, does the show, and Scott's up next. Boom.
It's amazing, man. This technology is crazy.
Technology has totally changed. So now we're gonna play a song called "Love and War." What is Love and War about, Jeff?
It was actually about like moving. For me, it was when I moved to LA, and I was kind of like just trying to I was trying to do it, man. I wanted to be a musician, and it was just kind of about my journey. And like just doing whatever you had to do to get to where you wanted to get to, basically, Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going to show the audience here on Facebook Live, on Rebel Radio. You're listening. Jeff, it's at Jeff Fabb, Fajeff, Join his channel here, and watch his videos. What video should we play here? Should we play the top one?
Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah, that's the video.
That's the video. I want to play the video.
And this was Metal Hammer's. This was Metal Hammer's best metal songs of 2024 on the Metal Hammer playlist.
And you're going against so many different releases in 2024.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
Let's be honest. Since 2020, everyone was cooped up. They couldn't tour. What they do? They recorded. They're recording, writing first, and then recording. And a lot of that stuff came out in 21, 22, 23, 24. So you're going against a more than usual stuff, and you got that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. It was really cool.
Now, did they have like is there ever like a Metal Hammer like Rock Gods Awards? What's that in California? The award shows.
Golden Gods.
Golden Gods, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who does that?
They don't have it does. They have one in Europe.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
They used to, but I don't know if they do anymore.
They should have They should have flew you out to Europe, pay for your. Oh, no, man.
I could have used the meal.
Yeah. and the miles.
Went out of town.
Jeff, you're awesome, Jeff. Thank you so much. What do you want to say to your fans here in Chicago, Wisconsin, around the world?
I love Chi-Town. Y'all are awesome, man. I can't wait to come through with Black Label again and have a good time.
Awesome. We will let the listeners know for sure when that happens. You're the DJ once again. You're a Rebel Radio DJ, and we're going to play the song Love and War, the song right here on Rebel Radio, Love and War. And this song here, did you do this video as well? Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah, I did this video too.
Man. And have you done videos before this? Yes. Your own.
Well, just when I started doing songs, I was just making videos for something to watch while you're listening. You know what I mean? And
okay.
I've been doing it for like as long as I've been putting out songs, so probably like 3 years.
So it saves you a bunch of money too by hiring someone else to do it. I mean that's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what's the idea about the video of this one here before we play it?
That's what it is. It's kind of like a little bit of maybe a story, like my story of growing up and then moving to LA and like just like that kind of thing.
And you grew up what city?
I grew up in Mattituck, Long Island.
Long Island. Okay, so you go from New York.
Small town called Mattituck, out on the eastern end of Long Island.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you go all the way from New York, all the way across to LA.
Yeah, I was 19.
19 years old.
19.
Did you drive?
I sold my car and I moved there with $500.
$500. Did you fly there or drive there?
I flew, and I didn't even have my drums with me. I only brought like a few things because I couldn't fly with them all.
So you got $500, no drum set.
No drum set.
Where do you go from there?
I brought a snare drum, my bass drum pedal, I think, and like my hi-hat or something like crazy like that. And then I just kind of, I even went on some auditions with that shit. And I'd set my bass drum pedal up against the case of my snare drum case.
And it worked, right? You got in the band?
People were like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I was
but it worked though. It worked. Did you get the job?
Some of them I did. Yeah. I mean, they were just nobody bands. You know what I mean? But that's what you have to do. Well, that's what you used to have to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Now it's different. It's a little different now, but back then, yeah, even Chicago. I know a lot of my friends from Chicago. They played Thirsty Whale. I mentioned earlier. They'd be playing Thirsty Whale and stuff, and then they would go to either California. My friend Jason Ward, he went to with his band Widow's Rose. He went to Arizona, and he ended up joining Flotsam and Jetsam.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so he did the same thing, and then he came back. Then he came back to Chicago and jammed with me in a band called Heaven and Hell Sabbath Tribute. Then he went to Florida. He went to Florida. He's in Florida now. But a lot of, I'd say 99% of them went to L.A. to try and make it out there.
Yeah.
Now my friend Tyler Bates did that, and he did really good. You know Tyler Bates?
I know that name.
He does like movie soundtracks. He played with Marilyn Manson. He toured with Marilyn Manson.
Oh, okay.
He makes movie soundtracks. He's a soundtrack. Does the music for Californication with David Duchovny. Great show if you haven't seen it.
Very cool. Yeah.
Very cool show. And then tons of movies. I mean, there's a third one that just came out of this movie like Galactica or something
oh wow.
Man, not Battle Galactica. Gardens of the Galaxy. He does all those movies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So now he lives next door to George Clooney, and he's the one guy from Chicago who went to L.A. and made it by himself from doing soundtracks and doing probably commercials for TV and stuff.
Well, and that's kind of what that's what this song is about. It's like, if you love doing something, go for it.
Go for it.
You only live once, do it.
If you didn't go for it, you still would have been playing in bands in New York, though, right?
I hope so. I would have definitely I would have been playing for sure, no matter what.
Okay. And then, so you go to L.A. How did Zach find you?
I was in This Moment. I toured with Ozzy.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And then there you go.
Yep.
And you got along great, right?
Yep. Oh, I loved him. He was the best. And then Blasco was our manager. So he was. So I knew. I met everybody through him. Really. I mean, I one who really did hook me up.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you didn't move to California, that probably wouldn't have happened.
No, I know. Something else maybe would have happened, But that's what I'm saying. Anybody, follow you. If you love doing what you're doing, follow that.
Follow the dreams, and then what was your backup plan?
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one. I'm going to be a touring drummer, professional drummer. What's that?
I still don't have one.
Neither do I.
I know. Fuck it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dan. Like I said, we could talk for another 10 hours, but you're great to talk to. Great interview. And you start Monday morning for our morning drive show from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Is that cool? Are you a morning guy or night guy or night times?
I'm a morning guy.
Morning guy?
I'm a morning. Yeah.
Have a coffee? You drink coffee?
I love coffee. Dude.
Is there black label? I have black. I wanted to bring it down, but I couldn't find it. Black Label Society hot sauce. Is there a Black Label coffee now?
Valhalla Java.
That's right. Yeah, I think I saw it somewhere. Okay. What else we got from Black Label Society? You got coffee. You got hot sauce.
Everything.
Is there a beer?
No beer.
No beer.
No
Okay.
beer.
I have a Rebel Radio beer coming up.
Society.com. There's everything else.
Everything on there. Yeah, you can find everything. I have a Rebel Radio beer coming out now. It's been in the works for years, but I finally got the money to put it out. It's called Rebel Radio beer. It tastes like I'm not supposed to say that on radio or nothing, but it's like a Belgian wit. I'll just say I can say that.
Nice.
But it tastes like certain beers you would know. It's really good. So everyone's liked it so far. So I would have brought you one if I knew if I could have hooked you up with you in Milwaukee. But next time.
Well, yeah, we'll hang out the next time we come through.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. All right, now you're the DJ again. You're a Rebel Radio DJ. You're going to announce this next song. It came out a year ago. Won awards for, was it Metal Hammer? No,
Hammer, yeah.
Metal Hammer. Yes, I got it right. Cool.
2024, yeah.
That's cool. Awesome. All right, so here you go. Take it away. You're the DJ.
All right, here we go. This is Jeff Fabb from Black Label Society. This next song of mine is called Love and War. It was on Metal Hammer's Best Songs of 2024 playlist. And enjoy.
Awesome. And Jeff owns his own music here. He wants it played on Facebook. So take it away. Awesome, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude. You're awesome, buddy. I appreciate it.
We'll see you soon. Hopefully I see you Black Label touring soon.
Yeah, brother.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take it easy, man.
See you later.
Bye.
so lost at sea. My mind is the catch, tangled in the net. It's raining and the stars above. It's inevitable. It's hard to ignore. The closer you are, it's raining and the stars above. It's incredible. What's right or wrong? What's better in love and I can see the edge, closer every step. I can feel my body falling to the depth. Will this be the last breath I'm gonna take, or will I persevere? Slap myself away. It's raining, the stars above. It's inevitable. It's hard to ignore. The closer it's raining, the stars above. It's incredible. What's right or wrong? All is better in love and war.
It's Rebel Radio. Jeff Fabb right there. Song called Love and War. Check that out on his YouTube channel. And then go buy it. Go buy the song. 99 cents. Come on. What a great guy. Great drums. Great vocals. Thanks to Nickel Sack Jack and Priscilla for setting up this interview. Thank you so much. I'm Scott Davidson from Rebel Radio. Have a great Wednesday, hump day, as I now play some more metal for you here, Rebel Radio. Switch over. If you're watching on Facebook Live, switch over. Switch over to rebelradio.com. Anywhere in the world, you can hear this station. 24/7, 365. Rebelradio.com. And that was an hour of Jeff Fabb right here on Rebel Radio. Thanks to Jeff for giving us all that time, and two great songs right there. Check them out. So we're going to play some more metal for you from Dream Theater right now. Rebel Radio, first to a legal ID, and then Dream Theater, Pull Me Under on Rebel Radio, AM 1500, FM 92.5, and streaming at rebelradio.com. I'm Scott Davidson. Have a great night. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to Jeff for being in this video as well. Later. Here it is, Dream Theater, right to this legal ID.
W223CM Zion. Stand back. It's going to get loud. This is Rebel.
To hear this song right now and hear brand new Exodus coming up, switch over to rebelradio.com. If you don't live in our AM and FM areas, AM 1500, WPJX, FM 92.5, and like I said, streaming everywhere. Rebelradio.com. Have a great night. Later.